I was talking about ectomorphs, mesomorphs, and endomorphs. All right, so I had to take off my hat because it's pretty hot, chilly outside, but pretty hot in here. So, um, ectomorphs. Let's start with ectomorphs. Ectomorphs, they're basically skinny, basketball type looking dudes. Generally taller, but don't have to be. Just lanky looking, very skeletal looking. And I mean that in all respect. Uh, Basically, with an ectomorph, it's going to be so much harder for them to gain weight and gain muscle. So that's why, keyword, here's your secret sauce to that body type. For all you people who's an ectomorph. Consistency, and here's another term, obsession, mentally and spiritually. You have to become obsessed with gaining that. If you just, like most ectomorphs, it seems like out there, they just want, well, I just want to gain weight. I want to tone up. I want to just this and that. Well, if you truly want that, then you wouldn't just be doing it for 2 or 3 months, or doing it as a trend, or doing it as because everyone else is doing it, or doing it because it's a new year or it's summer, you want to get a six-pack. Let me end that real quick. New Year's one, I see all these people, and that's a trend. When it's New Year's, January, the gym is packed. That's where the gym gets a lot of their money, is from January, because everyone wants to start the new year being more fit and being more healthy, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? Where are these people in February? Because it was a trend. It is a January trend. And that's a sickening, sad thing of our society and a lot of past societies. It's a trend. No one wants to do it because on their own. They see their friends and buddies do it, and then they're like, you know what? I want that. So then they do it. You want to gain mass. You want to get muscular. You want to be a monster. You want to be all this stuff. You want to be next Mr. Olympia, or you simply just want, to be cracking sidewalks because how freaking jacked you are? Then plain and simple, 100%. You gotta have a dream to do it. You gotta be obsessed to do it. It's gotta be everything to you. It's gotta be your love. It's gotta be your passion. Every time you turn around, that's what you want. This goes out to all body types. It's gotta be who you are, what you are. It's gotta become 100%. You gotta put all types of money and all types of time into it. You can't just half freaking do it. You can't just 50% do it. You have to do it all the way. You want mass, consistency, and obsession. You got to become obsessed with achieving that goal. That means you are willing to do whatever it takes. Take it as me. Take me as an example. When I couldn't go and work out even at home, and dad and mom said, hey, we got to go. We're going. We're leaving. We're going to go out to eat, or we're going to go do this, whatever. I had to go with them. And I wanted to work out, though. It was that time of day. You know what I did? They had a truck. You know what I did in the back of the truck? I got in the back of the truck, and I did my push-ups. I did whatever exercise I could do to hit that muscle part of the day, That's how obsessed I was, There was times when I was doing workouts in parking lots, back of trucks, at people's houses, If the gym wasn't there or my weights wasn't there, I still found a way to do it. Calisthenics. I mean, plain simple, that's how obsessed I was. That's just an example. You're willing to do whatever it takes, go anywhere. If you're whatever time of day or anywhere where you're at, and you got to get a workout in, then you find a way to get a workout. If you truly want and you're obsessed with it, you find a way. Trust me. Your mentality it's like thriving. It's like a survival mode. I must do this or I will die. That's how I felt, and that's how I still am. If I don't do it, there was a point. My family couldn't afford a lot of things, and it was a rare thing for me to get whey protein. So, you know what I did? There was actually a time where I got whey protein. I was consistent getting a jug every month. And dad couldn't get one for this month. I literally cried. I actually cried. No joke. You see all these memes everywhere making, those, but that's not funny to me. I actually cried one time. And looking back, it's kind of pathetic, but that's how obsessed I was. That's how much it meant to me. That, and you gotta have that same mentality. I cried because I didn't have no whey protein. I thought that was the secret sauce, and then I later came to learn how I became more smarter. But I later, oh my gosh, I don't have my whey protein. I'm gonna lose all my gains. Oh no, I'm gonna have to start all over. But even though I was wrong thinking at the time, the mentality was right. I was obsessed with it. I wanted it so bad. And you got to have that mentality. Here's another example. During a lot of time during a football season, my junior year, I didn't have no ride to take me home. My dad wasn't able to take me home. So I actually met more people that year, that summer, than anyone. And I hate being independent. I hate being dependent. I hate have to ask people for help and have to ask people for rides home, because either I walked home, which was a good hour away walking wise, or maybe even more than that. I mean, it was about a 20-minute drive. So, you know, with 100 pounds of equipment and bags and stuff I had to carry in 96-degree weather in the summertime. All this is true. I did all this consistently. There's that word again. But, or because I really didn't want to do that, I hated it, but I had to ask people, hey, could you take me home? I hated that. That made me feel low. It made me feel bad about myself. I despise being dependent. I really do. I never liked that. I still don't like it. I work better, function better being independent. But that's me. But the example is here. So after we do a workout, we do our practice and then our cardio for football. I still wanted to do my own workout, because I truly believe my own workout is what works best for me, not the football workout. I just did it because even though I was the best in the whole team doing it, I just did it because I had to. That was part of the routine. But after that, I did my own workout, the bodybuilding workout, what I want to do. So either I would get a key, and I also did this freshman year during wrestling season. The coach would give me the key to the weight room. Very blessed they did that. They did that. Or I'd sneak in there. They had the weights in the wrestling room because they were remaking or something. They were just painting or cleaning up the weight room. So they put all the weights outside, and then after we were done outside, they put it back into the wrestling room. I'd sneak into the wrestling room if the doors were open and work out. Was I tired? Yeah. Did I really make any gains? No. But that's the mentality you got to have. I was that obsessed with it. So you're thinking, okay, well, what do you have for, your post-workout? They make sure those gains came in that I thought at the time. Well, guess what? I didn't have protein. I didn't have protein powder. You know what my protein was? I bought one of those $5 big giant jars of protein. Of peanut butter. And I saved up chocolate. Well, this is during the summer. Peanut butter. And I take 2 scoops of that. That's it. That's really it. And Dad sometimes bought me one of those, I think, muscle milk packaged drinks, the bottles. So I took one of those. But it was just peanut butter, 2 scoops. That was it. I didn't make a lot of muscle gains that I know of that year. Some people said I did. And if I did and I just didn't see it, well, that's pretty amazing. So that just proves right there that you can achieve muscle mass in the non-traditional training way. Here's another example. I got a whole bunch. I got story after story, and they're all freaking 100% true. I was sophomore year and freshman year and junior year and senior year, when I didn't have whey protein to drink, you know what my secret weapon was? Chocolate milk. And it's proven that chocolate milk is the best post-workout drink that you can have because of the sugar and the carbs and the calories. It's a super drink. It really is after you do an activity, though. You keep drinking like, oh, he said the super drink. Oh, I just drink. Nah, you'll start, trust me. You'll get sick. At least I did. I get sick. or you'll get fat. Depends on your body type and your metabolism, but not what I recommend. I mean, after your workout, you drink some chocolate milk. Trust me. I mix it with my whey protein when I'm not, preparing for competition, which is November 5th, a day I'm willing to die on to get first on my day. Had that in there. But so for every single year in my high school year, and I think eighth grade too, I would save up chocolate milk from breakfast and lunch. That's 2 chocolate milks. That's 16 grams of protein. And that's like 50 grams of carbs, and I forgot the calories. Okay. But I always got a third one. I always was blessed. That's why I truly believe God is real. God made sure that I was getting the things that I needed and wanted, because that's my passion. That's my goal in life, and He wants me to go down that road, or help me through it. And He did help me. He blessed me with people who would give me their own chocolate milks. They didn't have to. I never asked for it. I never asked, "Can I have your chocolate milk?" No. I never ask anyone for anything, and if I do, it's because I'm really, really desperate, or it's sometimes a life or death situation. I despise asking people for anything. I'd rather earn it, get it, buy it, move it, do it, whatever, my own self. So if I mess up, it's my own problem. And I'm willing to take the consequences because I'm man enough to do that, and I have the mindset to take it. I've been doing it my entire life, but people would give me their chocolate milk. So I'd have sometimes 3, sometimes 4 or 5. On a good day, heck, I might even have 6 or 7, because they knew I was the guy that did that. So they gave me their chocolate milks. And this was all through high school, even my senior year. And that was, so much protein, so many carbs and calories I was having and getting after my workouts. And I made gains. I made muscle gains, a lot, hugely muscle gains. I gained 10 pounds every year, 10, 15 pounds every year. I was weighing like 128, 130 my 8th grade year, and literally workout, because I was like super obsessed. I mean, I'm obsessed now, but I was like, like the obsession wise, why if I didn't get a workout in, or if I didn't eat the right stuff, I literally thought that I was going to die of sadness and depression. Like, that was my need. That was my life source, was those things. The summer of going into my high school year, because my main goal was to be the biggest guy going into the freshman year. I wanted to look bigger than all the seniors as a freshman. I wanted them to think that I was this genetic freaking monster. In some ways, I achieved that. But there was a couple guys, because, they were seniors. I even had a senior even told me, say, "Oh my gosh, when you're a freshman or when you're a senior, you're going to be a monster," And he was pretty ripped. And I was still mass-wise bigger than him. But he was more ripped. And I was told he did like steroids and stuff, whatever. But I was like 150. And then my sophomore year went up to 160, and then junior year 170, and then I kind of plateaued into my senior year around like 175, 180. So, but and then as I started getting wiser and older and learning more from people who've done it and experienced and done all that stuff, gaining weight for ectomorphs. So let's get back to square one. So I just want to give you the examples to get you the kind of mindset you have to be in to achieve these things. So obsession, that's done. Now, consistency, and I already basically said you got to do it all the time. It's gotta click in your head like it's your life source. If you don't get it that day, you don't eat the meals, you don't get your everything, then you're dying. You're literally killing yourself. Like you have to. That's your life source. You have to have that mentality. You have to get your meals in. You have to get your nutrients in. You have to get everything in. Workouts, everything in, particularly on those times or whatever. And plain and simple, you got to have that mentality. All right, so I'm going to cut a little bit shorter. Drink plenty. Now this, this kind of goes for all body types, but drink lots of water. You know, drink 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh, there was a point in time where I was drinking like 3 or 4 gallons of water a day, but I'd recommend 1 or 2, probably 2 gallons of water a day, because water will inflate the muscle, make it look bigger. So when you look in the mirror, you're not feeling depressed. It'll be illusion, look fuller, but it does it. Water's our life source. You know, it literally is. We're made out of water. So next thing is gaining mass wise. Eat. Especially for ectomorphs. Ectomorphs more than anything. You gotta eat more than the endomorphs. You gotta eat more than the mesomorphs. You gotta eat more than anyone else. You want to gain that weight? Trust me, it's gonna be harder on you. So you eat more. So it's so you can. There's gonna be a point where you hate eating. Yeah, you're gonna hate eating. You're gonna be. There was a point for me. I was like, 2 cups of rice. People don't realize 2 cups of brown rice is a lot, and it took me average 2 hours just to finish up my rice, scoffing it in. You know, you gotta eat everything. That means you're gonna be like, oh no, he said that. No, that's not right. That's wrong. No, because the carbs and the calories, you gotta get so many calories in, and so much carbs and so much protein in. Now, of course, if you got health issues and and like diabetes, or you can't eat this, eat that, then work around it. Okay? If you truly want this and you're obsessed, you find a way to work around it. Okay? There was a point, if I ate bread at one time because I had gluten in it, I felt like that I literally was killing all my gains. That's literally how I felt at one point in my life. Then I realized how amazing bread is when it comes to carbs. But you got to eat full too. Don't just eat. I see so many people out there. They think, oh, it's a meal replacement, a protein shake, or a protein bar. No, you got to eat full. You got to eat full, fulfilling foods, whole foods, breads, meats. Food that we as animals we live on. Full, real food, not that fake crap, not protein bars. Doesn't hurt to have a protein here and there, but just to add something. But don't count it as your actual meal. Eat a lot, okay? And because ectomorphs have fast metabolism, probably wouldn't hurt to eat big meals all the time. I'd say that different though. That's different. That doesn't work the same with endomorphs or even mesomorphs. Ectomorphs are different. Eat a lot. Eat full. Think you're a lion, tiger, wolf, whatever, and you're surviving. You got to eat as much as you can for that day. Eat like an alpha. Drink lots of water. Make sure you get as much protein, carbs, and calories you can that day. Excuse me. As much as you can. Pick a number and get it, and then keep raising that number up. Working out wise, for the first 12 weeks, you're gonna hate what I'm about to say. Don't even go to a gym. I'm sorry, yeah. Don't even go to a gym. Don't even worry about buying a membership. Go to the gym after 12 weeks. But for the first 12 weeks, this is for beginners. But heck, I would even say this for people who's worked out for a long time, but they've gained nothing. Only hit body weight exercises. Weighted push-ups. That means put a plate or something on your back. Weighted body weight exercises. Plain and simple. Body weight squats. Pull-ups. People don't realize pull-ups. You get your pull-ups at 20 plus reps at a time. Then you go and try deadlift. You don't realize how much strength pull-ups give you. It's a super exercise. You get so much benefits out of doing pull-ups. You're freaking, you'll go through the roof on your deadlift, and your back will become so strong. I'm a perfect example of that. That's all I did was pull-ups for back, And next thing you know, I go in there and I freaking deadlift 315 like it's nothing for reps for days. So I'm hitting the 20-minute mark. Trying to hurry this thing up. For ectomorphs, eat a lot. Eat full. Eat like an alpha. Eat like, it's survival mode 24/7. Body weight exercise for the first 12 weeks. And then after that, gradually go up. Don't just go straight into, benching weight that you can't, or deadlifting or squatting weight that you can't. Your mind, your mentality will plummet. You'll become so depressed and you'll hate it. You got to start small, and every week you go up more and more sets and reps and more weight. So gradually build yourself up. I'll go more in detail, later, maybe in a future video, but gradually go up. Don't just go straight into heavy and this and you'll hate it. You'll ruin it for yourself. Body weight exercises, next step, 12 weeks later. For the next 12 weeks, take a week off, and then take, for the next 12 weeks, lightweight, high rep, and then slowly take the reps down, bring the weight up, and hit more and more exercises. For ectomorphs, I would really focus on just gradually bring it up. So that's the main thing for ectomorphs. So, and if I'm forgetting anything, I'll make sure I say it in a future video. But that's that. So, Number One Wolf, just giving out some words, some advice, some help, some my beliefs, and some of my stories. Hopefully, I inspired some people. Please subscribe. Please let my words go out and inspire others. Thank you.